Thank you for listening to this episode. Love you.
Good morning. You're listening to Raising the Generation with Stephanie Castro. Yes, our very first episode. Finally, definitely a dream come true. So, thank you for all who have supported me, especially my amazing husband. Thank you guys. I love you. Well, good morning or good hectic morning if you've had a morning like mine. Mornings in this house can be a little overwhelming at times. We have a 7-year-old little girl and a 5-year-old boy, and they are total opposites. Not just because they're a boy and a girl, obviously, but because in everything that they do, it's just wow. My son is very passive, very calm, very go with the flow type of kid. So mornings are not his thing. So it's a challenge. He is just like, I don't want to get up. I don't need to get up. Can you help me with my shoes? Do I have to wear a uniform? And mind you, we're like almost at the end of the year. And he still asks every day, does he have to wear a uniform? And it's just like, do I have to wear socks? Socks with him is a constant challenge. So we try to negotiate. And then breakfast comes along. Like, do I need to eat this breakfast? Do I have to eat? I don't want to eat. What's in my lunchbox? Can I have this? Can I have that? And then you have my daughter who is just like, I'm ready to go. I'm super excited. Can I wear the matching bow? Big as can be. Can I wear the sparkly book bag? Can I wear this necklace? Can I wear this bracelet? I'm super excited. Let's go, let's go. So by the time I get them out of the door and have my time with God and do my daily devotions, I am so mentally and physically exhausted. I promise. It's only by 7:30 around this time, 7:30ish, 7. And I feel like, oh my goodness, the day hasn't even started. So, thinking about this, I came across this quote, and I would like to share it with. It's written by Ruth Bell Grant. It says, as a mother, my job is to take care of the possible and trust God with the impossible. When I sit back and think about that, I think about all the things, all the challenges that we go through as moms in the different stages. I remember when my kids were newborns, I don't know how many moms can relate, but when they're newborns, they're so cute. You just sit there, you watch them sleep, you take as much pictures as possible, you just like to cuddle with them and smell them, and there's like this particular baby smell, oh my goodness. But at the same time, you have the challenge of like not sleeping. I haven't slept in 7 years, I promise. Like, I haven't had that full 8 hours of sleep since my daughter was born 7 years ago. I need a break. So, you have the challenge of not sleeping. And you have the fear of like, are they still breathing? Did they turn over? And if you face the challenge of colic, oh my goodness, that's a whole different ball game. That was so stressful for us, but by the time our son came, Dr. Brown bottles are amazing. We tried those with him and we didn't have to face the same problem, and it was a blessing. Then you have the infant toddler stage with like 3 to 6 months where they're just learning to crawl. They're all over the place. Sometimes you have to flip them over to change their diaper, and you're just like, stay still. I'm almost done. But they are so cute because that's when you hear them laughing. Once you walk into the room, you're automatically recognized. They know your voice. Then you have the toddler stage. 2 to 3 years. Oh my goodness. This stage requires so much patience. Potty training is, oh my God. There's no words to describe potty training. It was so easy for our daughter. It only took us 2 weeks to potty train her. Then our son came along. It was his turn. And I promise it took us almost 2 years. Boys are so hard to potty train. They'll go everywhere but the toilet. And then you have the whole timeout, creating boundaries. You know, they're more verbal. They know what they want. They want what they want. And they definitely know how to challenge you. Then you have the stage that I'm in right now, which is preschool, 5 to 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, around there. And I promise you that I'm loving this stage more than all the other stages I went through with them. They are so expressive and their little personalities are shining through. They're very aware of what is going on, and they love to express their emotions, and they love to help. They absolutely love to help. So this is definitely the stage to give them chores, to give them responsibilities, and they take it serious. Like, my kids love to help. They're always looking for something to do. And I take advantage of the I'm bored, there's nothing to do. I always find them something to do. Even if it's organize your shoes by color, or I'll look for something simple, like can you add more napkins to the napkin holder, or make sure all the toilet paper rolls are full. Things like that to get them going. And right now, I face the challenge while they're in the stage of their minds being like sponges, and having the challenge of making sure I am aware of what they're watching and what they're listening to. I can't stress it enough that it's a little overwhelming what we see on the news, what we see on social media, and what society is teaching our children. That it's okay to show anger in a negative way. It's okay to kick and scream and break things and fight and hurt people. And I don't believe that that is the right thing. I totally disagree on what this generation is learning and how this generation is becoming a selfish generation by only thinking about our feelings and our emotions. And I believe that there is a positive way for our voices to be heard. And us as moms, we have that huge task upon us to teach our children that yes, it is okay to express your emotions. I want to know exactly what you're feeling and what I can do to make it better for you, and let you know that yes, your voice is being heard. But can we express it in a positive way? Yes. Does everybody get angry? Yes. Is it a normal thing? Yes. But how do we express it? And I have always said that motherhood is the most very important platform, the very first platform that we will ever preach and teach from is being a mom. It is our job to raise these beautiful, tiny little humans into amazing, strong, independent, God-loving adults. And when I say God-loving adults, it's just that simple. It's about teaching them and showing them the love of God. Teaching them how to reflect that love by loving one another regardless of our beliefs, regardless of our thoughts, regardless of what we look like or what we may face in life. It's okay to love one another and treat each other's with respect. And I feel like we live in a time where we have lost that. We live in a time where we have lost the joy. I have taught my children about joy. And joy meaning J-O-Y. J as in Jesus first, others second, and yourself last. When you do or when you follow this pattern in this way, as in putting Jesus first, putting others, then yourself, you receive true joy. And as mothers, when we do these things, we're taking care of the possible, of the things that we know we have control over, is teaching our children. That is the best and most greatest platform we can ever preach and teach from, is being a mother. It is our responsibility to raise these tiny little humans into amazing, loving adults. So, Mom, you're doing a great job. Always keep God as your center. And remember that when you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed, God is your strength. So keep momming on, because greater things are yet to come. The book of Esther says, perhaps you were created for such a time as this. Think about that. Perhaps God created us to be a mom in this generation for such a time as this. If He chose us, it's because He knew that we would be strong enough and wise enough to bring on this task and do an amazing job at it. So join us next week with a special guest who will talk to us, and we will be talking about the challenges about raising our children in church and the challenges that we face bringing our kids to church every service and making it fun. So join us, moms. There's always going to be something that you can relate to, and definitely you'll always receive a word of to uplift you and help you keep momming on. So remember, with God, all things are possible. Have a great day, moms.